Good morning, everybody. It is weigh-in Wednesday time for week 6 already here in 2020. Let's start off with the weigh-in right now. All right, Scale, it's time. You know what to do. Make me happy. Make me happy, Mr. Scale. Yeah, 190.6. Woo! So 190.6, just looking at my notes here, I was 194.4 7 days ago, so that's a net loss of 3.8 pounds, again, in 7 days. Up here I will flash all the weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can see how it has worked, but you've been following me, you probably know. And so the total...
15.4 plus 3.8 is 19.2.
19.2 pounds lost here in 2020. Doing pretty good. Man, that's cool. I got a special video for you today. This is probably the most requested thing I have heard in the comments since I've started. And that is that people have asking me, even family, friends and family and YouTube have all been asking me, Eric, tell me exactly what you are eating, when you are eating it, how you're working out, and exactly how long you're working out. Holy cow. First of all, let me say that the reason I put this off is because I am not an example. I'm not trying to tell people to do things my way. Obviously, we are far too early in this weight loss, just over 1 month here. I don't want to say do something this way and then have everybody freak out and say I'm wrong. So let me be clear. I really, really want to give you every little detail of how I have been able to lose 19.4 pounds. 0.4? Excuse me, 19.2 pounds. So, in today's video, I'm going to share with you every little detail in case you want to try what I'm doing or you're just curious about how I'm getting the success that I'm getting. I'm getting a slimmer, trimmed face. Look at this. I'm actually getting my neck back, guys. My neck. I'm not no-neck Eric anymore. I'm losing midsection weight and probably losing weight in my thighs and my muscles. I'm gaining new muscles. So something is working. Something is definitely working. Let's start with the actual diet itself. Because honestly, that's where I get into the most confusion when I'm talking with my viewers. Everybody wants to tell me that I should be doing this or that that's bad or, switch to this and do this. Why don't you do this? Why do you have a cheat day? Why do you do all this? Well, you need to understand where I'm coming from because I am going by the Body for Life by Bill Phillips model. I've got cassettes. I've got the book here. It's a modified version of this, but essentially it's low carb. It is very similar to Atkins, but again, not the same rules as Atkins. So essentially it's a Body for Life / Atkins / now for the last 3 weeks, an intermittent fasting technique for weight loss. There you go. If you haven't read this book, if you don't know what Atkins is, and if you don't know what intermittent fasting is, please keep your comments and suggestions for what I should be doing instead for somebody else. Because I hate to be rude, but this is working for me and I want to stay doing exactly what I'm doing right now. So the Body for Life program is a 12-week program, which is perfect because that's the exact length of time I'm competing here with James over there at Wanderlust Estate to lose 30 pounds in 90 days. And 19.2, we're getting there, man. We're not even half done. And I more than half lost my total that I wanted to lose. So Atkins Diet, if you're not familiar with it, it is essentially a very low-carb diet. For the first 2 to 3 weeks, it's extremely low, like 25 grams of carbs or less for the first 3 weeks. And boy, that was rough. What are you looking at? You big putts with the butts? After that, it raises to 50. That's where I'm at right now. I'm capping my daily carbs at 50 carbs. Under 50 carbs, really. And my calories right now are at 1,200 or lower. And so stay tuned because I'm going to show you exactly what I eat and count my calories and carbs and show you this printout of how it works, okay? And lastly is the intermittent fasting, which I have now completed 3 full weeks of intermittent fasting. And essentially what that means is I only eat during a 6-hour window of each day. And then I fast for 18 hours, sleep included. And honestly, it has been one of the most easiest things I have ever done in my life. It is so easy. When I get to the food section, I will show you my exact schedule. But I only eat for 6 hours out of the day. Outside of those 6 hours, I can drink water. Okay? Let's start with the food. Yeah, we're going to start with food, and then we'll do my exercise routine after that. So, Essentially, I'm going to go through exactly what happens when I wake up each day to when I go to bed, okay? I generally wake up sometime between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m., okay? I have a cup of coffee. In fact, between 8 a.m. and noon, I probably have 3 cups of coffee. Sometimes less, but definitely 3 cups of coffee. Coffee, again, has no calories and no carbs. It is actually kind of a very good thing to have if you're on a weight loss. It's kind of like tea and other vegetable drinks and stuff like that. It is not going to hurt your weight loss plan. So coffee is okay on the diet that I'm working right now, okay? But I don't eat until 2 or 3 p.m. every single day. Every single day. I have not eaten today, okay? For the purposes of this video and to make everything clear in a 6-hour time window, we're going to call it 3 p.m., okay? So 3 p.m. is the first time I can eat. At 3 p.m., I eat 3 scrambled eggs. No, I do not remove the yolk and just do egg whites, because I know everybody says you're supposed to do that. I don't do it. That's great if you do. Don't worry about me, guys. I am losing weight. It's working for me. So, 3 eggs for breakfast, or late lunch at 3 p.m. 3 eggs totals 234 calories and 1.7 grams of carbs. Okay? Okay, fast forward 2 hours. It is time for a snack. And per the Body for Life diet, we're going to be eating fist-sized portions, essentially. So this counts as one of them. At 5 p.m., I drink an Atkins Dark Chocolate Royale protein drink. These things are absolutely delicious, by the way. They really satisfy hunger cravings. And they are 160 calories, 2 grams of carbs at 5 p.m. At 6 p.m., it is time for meal number 3, essentially. But that is going to be an assorted frozen Atkins approved meal. And again, I know we can go on and on about how bad frozen food is for you and how it's processed, blah, blah, blah. I am sticking to this diet. Lots of people are sticking to this diet and it's working for them. So, you can judge me all you want. These things are freaking delicious. Here's the lasagna. I also do the chicken margherita. There's a fired pizza in there. And there's chicken and broccoli. This guy right here, 400 calories, 6 grams of net carbs. Okay? Fast forward an hour later, 7 p.m., time for a snack. 2 large celery sticks with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter smeared on top of both of them. For the celery sticks, 16 calories, 1 gram of carbs. For the tablespoon of peanut butter, 85 calories and 3 grams of carbs. But for someone who has a difficult time eating veggies, the peanut butter really does help me get my celery. And celery is a good low carb enough vegetable. And now fast forward to 8 p.m. at night. Okay, at 8 p.m. I only have 1 hour left to eat. This is it, right? Now we eat one of those prep meals that I make once a week. I make 6 to 7 small portions of a meat and a veggie. Usually it's going to be a boneless chicken breast, and then it's going to be a vegetable of choice. I generally go through broccoli, steamed carrots, and corn. Corn is probably the worst one. I know it is higher in carbs, and it has more calories. It's also a more starchy vegetable. And it's funny that so many people could hound me on that and say, it's such a bad for you vegetable. It's like, wait a minute now. Can we go back to like what my life was like in 7 years of YouTube? Pizza, tater tots, chimichurri. Okay, corn is good. Corn is a good upgrade. It may not be the healthiest vegetable, but it's a good upgrade for me, all right? So I either bake or grill the chicken breast. I season it a little bit, and then I steam my vegetables, put those into trays, put them into the refrigerator, so all I got to do is nuke them for 3 minutes at 8 p.m. at night, and that's my last meal. 3 ounces of chicken breast is 102 calories and 0 carbs. 1 cup of corn is 185 calories and 38 grams of carbs. Well, there's my barely under 50 carb limit for the day right there in the corn. I'm using corn for an example because 1, that's what I'm eating this week for veggies, but also that is the highest calorie and carb count of the 3, so I want to have the top end of this. Usually other weeks, carbs and calories are going to be low with that 1 vegetable swapped for either carrots or broccoli or cauliflower too, just so you know. Okay, but at the end of this, what are we looking at? All of this food in 1 day in just 6 hours, 1,182 calories and 49.7 grams of carbs. We did it. We're under 50 right now still. Obviously, I'm also still drinking my water, at least a gallon a day. Most of that, 3/4 of that gallon is consumed during my high-intense workouts, either cardio or strength training. But I drink over a gallon a day of water. We also have to talk about one other thing, and that is from last week when I introduced the Coke Zero Sugar. And I talked about no calories, no sugar, no carbs, all this. It tastes delicious. Although it's not a fuel, it's not something I need. It was just something extra. And holy cow! Did you guys look at the comments? We're up over 1,400 comments. Half of those are people screaming at me in all caps. Coke Zero has aspartame. Aspartame will kill you. It'll stunt your weight loss. It'll give you cancer, Eric. What are you doing drinking aspartame, Eric? Holy cow, did I not see that coming? You guys yelled at me so much. All you health nuts that are going crazy over the aspartame in a Coke Zero. What about this? Powerade, zero sugar, I've been showing this. This I showed right after the Coke. You've been watching me drink these all January. Every single day I'm drinking what? Same exact amount of aspartame in this as a Coke Zero. Not one person, not one single person since I started this has had a problem with this or told me about aspartame in this. How come? Why is Coke bad and this is fine? Turns out this isn't fine. I'm done with Coke Zero. I'm done with any artificial sugars because you guys got me looking. I started doing some research on aspartame myself, and holy cow, it is terrible. It is scientifically, clinically proven to stunt your weight loss progress, and it can cause cancer. Are you kidding me? No. That's the last one I have. It's going in the garbage after this day. We're going back to water. Okay? In fact, it would probably be better just to drink a normal Coke at this point than to have that chemical. Thank you guys for letting me know. That was the first time I've ever heard of that chemical or what it meant. But you guys were so loud about it that I had to look into it. Again, how come nobody cares about the Powerade? It's the same exact amount of aspartame in that as the Coke. And nobody freaked out like the Coke. So we're back to water only right now, except for my cheat day. I didn't mention that about the Body for Life. So we need to get into that this calorie intake, this 1,182 calories, 49.7 carbs, that is 6 days out of the week. Friday is my cheat day. Whether you like it or not, I don't care. Stupid cough, are you kidding me? The Body for Life books give you the cheat day, gives me that cheat day, and I love my cheat day. I absolutely need it. If this is going to be a new lifestyle that continues for years and years and years, I like the feeling of knowing if I want one day out of the week, I can eat whatever I want. A bucket of popcorn, ribs, all the barbecue for 5 people. I mean, and everybody's telling me that it's killing my diet and it's a terrible idea. It's like, again, look, you're not reading the same book I am. Are you looking at my weight loss? Because I'm doing pretty good with my weight loss, so it can't be that bad, guys. Although, obviously, I'm going to hit a plateau here, and it's probably going to happen soon, probably somewhere in the 180s. I'm going to hit a plateau, and it's going to be a lot more difficult to lose pounds. But anyway, there we go. I want to point out one more thing, at least. According to the U.S. Department of Health, the average adult male is supposed to be eating between 2,000 and 3,000 calories a day. Okay? And I eat 1,182. I am significantly under the average male calorie intake. And then also, according to the U.S. Department of Health, for adult women, it's 1,600 to 2,400 calories a day. As for carbs, by that same census, is if you're based on a 2,000 calorie diet, you're supposed to consume 250 to 325 grams of carbs a day. And I'm under 50. So my numbers are significantly lower than the national average for adults. But also, the idea behind losing weight is to consume less calories than you're burning throughout the day. Okay, that's the major formula with losing weight. So lower intake, higher burning of calories, that's going to be a good thing. Oh, hey, buddy. Any questions about what I'm actually eating those 6 days out of the week? Put them in the comments below. I will try to answer your questions. I don't get tired of the foods. In fact, I love eggs. I never get tired of eggs. I have done salmon instead of the chicken one time, and oh my gosh, I burnt it. It must have been just the bottom got too moist and then got really, really crispy. If I'm going to do salmon again, it's a lot more expensive than boneless chicken breast, but I'm going to have to find a way to cook it above, like get a fish pan or something to bake it in or something. Or I could grill it, something like that. But yeah, the chicken doesn't bother me each day. It is just so convenient to when I get that hungry at 8 p.m., open the fridge, throw it in the microwave, and eat the darn thing. You know, it's working for me. This is a lot better for me. It makes it so that I don't have to think about it each night, what I'm going to eat. And I am doing super, super well with keeping my calories under 1,200 a day. Okay, I think it is time to talk about cardio, exercise, weight training, resistance training, and all that. The program I'm going through is the one that's listed in the Body for Life book, okay? So what I'm doing is I am doing 4 resistance training, strength training segments 4 times a week, okay? So, 4 days a week, strength training on the Body Boss system. People keep asking me about this thing. I keep not wanting to endorse it because it's too early. But this is what it is, the Body Boss 2.0, this platform that opens up and then you use resistance bands. In fact, in this pouch is where the bar is that unscrews and the arm things and all the bands, resistance bands and everything. I don't want to endorse it yet. It is working for me. I will let you know. It is definitely working in this small space to have a very, very, very small form factor mobile gym in a sense. However, if I put the link to this on Amazon, like everything else I put a link for, it'll disappear and be sold out in a couple hours by tonight. And then all of you will just be angry in the comments about, Eric, your stupid link's broken. Every single day I update it. And it's like, it's not really my fault, guys. I can't control Amazon's inventory. So the best I can do is give you the product name and information, and then you can go find where it's available for sale, maybe even used. So, Body Boss 2.0 system. I paid about $170 on Amazon for it, so you should be in that ballpark if you're interested in it. You've probably seen me use it and enjoy it, and you've seen that I've been losing some weight, so that's a good thing. So, the schedule. I always do my workouts before my first meal. Always. I do not do night workouts, so I work out on an empty stomach, just coffee and water, essentially. But always before 2 p.m. do I do my workouts and cardio. So, Monday, day 1, on the Body Boss system. Alright, so Monday is upper body and chest day. We are going to start out with chest presses. 3 reps of 20 on the chest press. And then tricep kickbacks, again, 3 reps of 20 on those. Then we do flies, again, 20, 3 times. Then put on the wristbands, and we're going to do boxing, 20 on each arm, 3 times. Next is side lateral raises, 20 of those, 3 times. Rear delt flies, 20, 3 times. Bicep curls, 20, 3 times. And lastly, tricep extensions, 20 of those, 3 times. That completes Monday's upper body and chest workout. Tuesday is leg day, and we start with squats, 20 of them, 3 times. Put the band on my ankle, and we're gonna do kickbacks on each leg, 10 on each leg, 3 times. Then keep the ankle straps on for side abductions. Gonna do 20 on each leg, 3 times. Reverse lunges, 10 on each side, 3 times. And then close out Tuesday's workout with planks. Gonna do 3 of them for 60 seconds apiece. That wraps up Tuesday's leg day. Skip ahead to Thursday, my favorite day of the week, abs and core day, and we will start with the wood chopper on each side, 23 times. I do a modified version of the ab twist. I do 20 on each side, 3 times. Then on to oblique crunches, 20 on each side, 3 times. Straight arm pull downs, 20, 3 times. And lastly for Thursday, resistance ab crunches, 100 of them in a row, and then we're done for Thursday. And then Friday is shoulders and traps day. And I start with the upright row, 20 of these, 3 times. Then on to front raises, 20 of these, 3 times. On to overhead presses, 20, 3 times. Shoulder shrugs, 20 of these, 3 times. Put the wristbands back on and do uppercuts, 20 on each arm, 3 times. And then finally finishing up Friday with lat pull downs, 20 of them, 3 times. And that will complete shoulders and traps. What about Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday? Well, those are cardio days. those are cardio days. As you've seen, I've actually got a version of an elliptical. It's not really an elliptical, as many people mentioned. It actually looks more like the old gazelle thing that was on an infomercial or something like that, and it doesn't have any resistance to it. So if I want to burn more calories and get a higher beats per minute rate, I actually just have to go faster right now. I don't like it, and I would not recommend it. Sunny Health is a good company. They do have some other small form factor ellipticals with the actual pedals and the gears in the back. I may upgrade to that later, but I do have this in here, so I have no excuse. I also like to jog and walk, going outside and jogging for 2 minutes, and then walking for 30 seconds and keeping that up. And again, for the cardio for me is keeping my beats per minute at 150 or over. I don't want it to creep down, so I'm trying to keep the heart rate going for the entire 30 minutes of cardio. Yes, 30 minutes of cardio, no matter what. Even if my watch health rings are telling me that I've already completed a ring, I still do 30 full minutes of extra cardio on top of my resting active calories burned. So the elliptical, jogging and running, I don't do walking for exercise, but walking does help me get more calories burned, obviously, throughout the day, just where I'm filming or how I'm conducting my day. But when I'm in a resort or something like I'm at right this second, actually, they usually have a fitness room at Thousand Trails, Encore, and Campgrounds. And here they have 2 different ellipticals. They also have a treadmill, and I think they have a bicycle. I didn't use it yet, but those are some other options. And like I said, just got to do 30 minutes of 150 beats per minute cardio, then sweat my butt off. I'm telling you what, okay? So, again, cardio is Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. I work out 7 days a week. That's my workout schedule. There have been a couple changes along the way. As you've been following me these 6 weeks, I have been making changes, so I'm not afraid to make changes. The intermittent fasting thing, the soda and the aspartame and Powerade, obviously, because I want to give my body the best chance. But I'm no longer thinking about this as just a 3-month thing. Obviously, this is a lifelong thing. And obviously, I'm not going to be where I want to be physically and emotionally in just 3 months. However, this was the absolute jump start that I needed. And I got to give props to James, Wanderlust Estate over there. He's changed my life. And James, hopefully you're watching this. Man, if it wasn't for you right now, I would still be a miserable 38-year-old man right now. And I thank you so much for inviting me into this competition with you. You are looking fantastic, bud. I'm so jealous. I know you've been working on this for years. So I know that I cannot reverse 19 years of bad health and eating in just 3 months. I'm going to give it at least 2 years like you're giving, and I can't wait to see how the results are going to be for me too. But man, this is fun. I hope I beat you this week, because that's another big number. You know, last week we were neck and neck. I think he overall, from January 1st, he had 15 point, well, something. He had beat me by 0.2 pounds at that point. So, 19.2 pounds lost for Nomadic Fanatic here on week 6. Did I win? I gotta wait and find out. I haven't seen James' video yet. Anyways, got lots more fun. Still waiting on my bank cards. Still getting to Texas, guys. Doing what I can do. Smiling and laughing. Having a good time. Got some fun camping coming up again. I'll see you on Friday. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.